Nepotism has its pros and cons, but lately it's been taking a toll on some star kids who aren't getting work despite proving their worth. One such example is Shekhar Suman's son Adhyayan. After winning acclaim in Sanjay Leela Bhansali's Heeramandi, he hasn't been getting much acting offers. So what keeps him busy and fulfilled? His other passion, music.
Hi, I'm Adhyayan Suman and you are watching me on ABST. दूरियों का सवाल ही नहीं, बस बड़े हाँ यूं ही नज़दीकियाँ.
2 years, and now you're coming up again with a banger, and this time we have Heera again.
Yes.
So tell me what makes this a perfect follow-up to that track.
It's a very special number for me. I found this boy on YouTube called Razik Mujawar, who I had DM'd 4 years ago, and I had told him that, Razik, there is this voice that you have, which I love, right? And he had certain compositions on YouTube that he had original compositions, and I said, boss, I need to work with you.
Right.
Someday when I have the infrastructure to work with you, I'm going to call you. Don't forget that.
Okay.
And we had a meeting. He was kind enough to come and see me. He came and met me, and 2 years later, I put up this little studio in my house, my AS Music studio, and then we went and locked ourselves inside. And we created a couple of songs, and Kya Se Kya was the first song that he had composed. And I remember I said, this is such a cool song. I said, boss, I have to make a video for this. तेरी मेरी ये जो बातें सारी है कभी ना खत्म हो, सो जब मैं रातों को भी ख्वाबों में भी तुम हो, हर लम्हा चाहूं मैं साथ तुम हो मेरे.
How was it this time? Were you really impressed, and did you compliment her, or was
I'm never happy with what I do. I was telling Razik when I was coming in, I'm like, मुझे लगता है कि हम लोग better इसको mix कर सकते थे गाने को भाई. Better ये, because you can't, because the moment you like your stuff, you become complacent, right? And beyond the point, with the given means that you work in, budget constraints that you work in, you can't do anything. You have to just let go of your baby, and it's tough for me to always let go of my baby, but I did. And then I have to, beyond the point, right? Otherwise you keep sitting and you sort of lose perspective sometimes. But when I'm directing, it's very difficult to sort of, make me happy.
Make me happy.
Because if it's not coming from here, then it's not working for me.
When I see the track, like you said, बहुत cool track बनाना था. वो cool track बना है.
ये बहुत cool track है. This is a very commercial. This boy, his first crush, in love, just wants to sort of pursue. It doesn't. Most of my stories have a narrative to them, right? This doesn't have a narrative. It's a commercial pop R&B sort of a number, dance number that we have created. The next song that I have, that's also with Razik and obviously with Desi Tadka Music. It's called Tere Sang.
Okay. That's
a 14-minute short film that I've done, a 14-minute musical short film. And that's a beautiful story. I can't wait for that to come out.
I love how you keep coming up with these emotional, heart-touching tracks. Are you a die-hard romantic at heart as well?
I am. You have to be able to create one. अगर आपको ज़िंदगी से मोहब्बत नहीं है, अपने आप से मोहब्बत नहीं है, अपने काम से मोहब्बत नहीं है, प्यार नहीं है लाइफ में, you can't create as an artist. You can't. So you gotta be in love. तू है मेरी सांस रहना तू पास हर घड़ी, तू दे मेरा साथ थाम ले हाथ चाहे जो भी हो बात, तू बस दे मेरा साथ.
If I ask you music videos versus films, what's that one part that you like about both of them?
Being in front of the camera and also being behind the camera. The fact that I also get to act and direct is something that I love. I think this entire misconception कि actor director नहीं बन सकता, director actor नहीं बन सकता, I think limitations are not good for artists. And unfortunately, people don't want to back that here. There is a script that I'm writing right now that obviously I will someday hopefully find the right producer. I want to obviously direct and act. It's a film called Hey Ajnabi about two strangers who meet on a flight. Okay. And the boy has a flying phobia, right? And it's a very beautiful coming of age film. And I was initially pitching the film to a couple of producers. तू act कर ले या तू direct कर ले. तू acting करेगा direction कैसे करेगा? और direct करेगा तो acting कैसे करेगा? I said sir, आमिर खान ने कैसे किया? राज कपूर ने कैसे किया? देवानंद साहब ने कैसे किया? ये क्या सवाल है सर? If you don't give me the chance, I can't prove myself, right? And with music, because I've done about 14 to 15 songs, all directed, acted, sung by me.
Right.
I think I'm in a pretty decent space to have a showreel.
You are. Yeah, I mean, of course, this says it all.
It says it all, right? So hopefully, I'll have a sense of backing to back that film.
Are you kidding me? I mean, इतना कुछ होने के बावजूद तुम मुझसे ज़्यादा इन पे ट्रस्ट करती हो. Look, I don't know अगर ये तुम्हारे रोज का entertainment session है. लेकिन अगर तुम वाकई में घर जाना चाहती हो तो मैं तुम्हें छोड़ सकता हूँ.
So I want to ask you, you've worked with some of the biggest names around. Tell me, was there any actor that truly left a mark on you, that really stood out for you? If so, who was
Richa
that?
Chadda. She was my co-star in Heeramandi, and there is a scene that I did with her when she's at my engagement and she comes in and she says, you know, you can have two wives now. How do you feel about that, Nawab Saab? I love that, and she, I feel like, was unbelievably good in that scene. Her nuances, her silences, she's outstanding as an actor.
हमारा निकाह होने जा रहा है. पहली दफे दो दुल्हनें एक ही नवाब को कबूलेंगी. हनीमून पे कहाँ चलेंगे? लंदन, पेरिस.
बाहर चलकर बात करो. बाहर चल के बात करो.
सबा, मुबारक हो तुमको.
आइए.
Don't you feel Heeramandi has been like kind of a second innings of sorts in this filmography of yours?
No, I don't feel there is any first innings or second innings or third innings. The fact that I'm a working actor for the last 16 years, time does not equal to, I don't know if it makes sense, is equal to innings. There is no innings.
Right.
You are there, you're working, you're figuring your out, you're just like, it's not easy for an actor to be able to bag films today when the periphery has become so small, where only a handful of people are given films despite their failures. To be able to get the opportunity to walk in and get a role is not easy, right? And that's something that you have to deal with as an actor emotionally. Emotionally, it's like, यार अब मैं क्या करूँ, कैसे घुसूँगा, कैसे काम मिलेगा, कैसे वो फिल्म मिलेगी. अभी मेरे हीरामंडी जो है has been successful, but why am I not getting the kind of work? You can have umpteen number of questions, but you'll never find an answer to it. The only way to sort of move forward is to do something and create yourself. And I'm fortunate. You're not going to give me a film, I'll create myself.
You'll create yourself.
You're not going to give me a platform, I'll open my YouTube channel.
आप चाहती हैं कि हम एक तवायफ से माफी मांगे? इसे तो हमारी बदतमीजी को भी एहसान समझना चाहिए. जिसकी औकात दरवाजे तक आने की नहीं, उसे हमने अपने बिस्तर तक आने दिया. इसकी खुशकिस्मती है कि हमने इस पे अपना हाथ उठाया. अरे नवाब जोरावर अली खान जब जूता भी मारता है तो सोने का मारता है मलिका जान.
थोड़ा सा लाइट मूड में आते हैं.
Yes.
और एक क्विक फन सेगमेंट करते हैं for all the fans in North America who should
Yes.
know you a little better.
Yes.
थोड़ा इस बारे में आपके बारे में जानते हैं. So one quick question, one quick answer.
Yes.
Simple. One role or video that you feel changed your life.
Yo, to be able to just be on the same set as Mr. Bansali, to stand there, him saying and crying on your shot and hugging you and kissing you, is nothing short of magical for me.
It's a dream come true.
That's
Okay.
enough for me.
Okay. So during the shoots, is there any habit of your co-stars that you find really annoying?
When they make everything about vanity, when they're too busy about hair makeup, a little bit of rawness is fine. Everything perfect is actually not the right way to move forward in art. I think there needs to be a sense of reality to perfection also.
ज़्यादा organized.
Perfect is also never perfect.
No. Yes. Being flawed is also acceptable.
Yeah.
That's fine.
100%.
Absolutely fine. All right. Final two. Dream music video partner besides Heera, of course.
Dream music partner. I've just finished a song with Divita Rai, my co-star and a very dear friend of mine. I have done a song called Tere Sang, which is also releasing on Desi Tadka Music, the 14-minute short film.
Right.
That comes out with her next, and she's Miss India Universe, and she's debuting with me in a film called Love Story of 90s this year. And I also did this film that I've directed her in, called Tere Sang.
Finally, Adhyayan, the singer, the actor, the director, which of the three is most challenging and why?
Look, everything is challenging. Everything, because you have to reinvent yourself. You have to do something new every single day of your life. You can't be complacent whether you're a failure or a success. You got to keep reinventing yourself. I mean, even as a singer, if you keep sounding the same in every song that you've done, you know, people are going to stop listening to you, and they'll stop probably subscribing to Spotify. So it's constant sort of, you know, you got to, when you are in this process of art, observation is very important. So I'm an observer. I'm always observing कौन किस तरीके से react कर रहा है, कौन क्या बोल रहा है, अरे इससे मुझे inspiration मिल गया, मेरा अगला गाना ऐसा होगा. So you got to be open to the idea of that. So you
To be alert
got to be
and
all the time. क्या से क्या हुआ, पहले थे हम तो अजनबी,
अब पास इतने के दूरी